everyone, welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Figma. So, if you are new to design or just starting with Figma, so you are in the right place. In this video, we will learn how to set up Figma and explore its basic tools. So before I get started, let me tell you something about Figma. So Figma is a free design tool that works in your web browser. So whatever you are using, you are a Mac user, Windows user, you can just go to the browser and you can search out for Figma. You don't need to download it from anywhere. You can use it to create design for websites, apps, and many more. So let's get started for this. Just go to your browser and click figma.com. So as I have already opened the website of Figma, so here this is how the website looks like. So on this website you just need to go on the top right button, get started for free, because Figma is totally free. You don't need to pay anything here. So just click on the get started for free and create your account. So as I already created my account in Figma, so I will open it directly, and here how the Figma looks like, how its dashboard looks like. So I will introduce all the those tools one by one, but as it's a first video of Figma, so I will tell you some basic tools to you. So in the left bar side, here is the templates and tool menu. I will let you know how to use those templates. If you ever use Canva for designing purpose, so you guys must familiar about those templates and tools, how we can use them in our designs. And then there is a drafts menu, the whatever design you created, so just continue this from the draft. And here your all projects will show. Your trash projects, you can restore them or permanently delete them, so you will come to know time to time about those all side menus too. And here the team project or the Figma. So the interesting thing about Figma is more than 2 or 5 members can work here in the Figma as a team. So you all know what other are doing and what the working, like you're creating a website or mobile app. So it's a too easy tool for everyone. So now, so we should start designing something simple. So as it's our first class, so it will be a something basic tool I will show you. So for this, just go to the recent menu and click the design icon. And here how the Figma's canvas look like. I will change the color from here and to dark. So if you guys ever use Canva, Photoshop, Illustrator, so you must know what the canvas is and how it looks like and how you will start designing on it. Okay, so for now just ignore the right and the left bar, because when we start designing, so you will come to know step by step automatically how they work and what their uses are. Okay, so for for designing, I will suggest you guys don't need to design anything from scratch, as you are a newcomer, as you are a beginner. So you just copy another designer designs, and you will come to learn too much thing about their design, and your creativity will enhance so much. So like it will not be a selling some another design. You will just learn too much from their creativity, how they design, how they put their effort in their design, and how which kind of elements, which kind of tools, and which kind of typography they use. So it will be good for practice. So for this, um, I'm gonna search here. Okay, as I told you about the templates and tool, so I will go again here and find out some application or some kind of designs. So here the templates and tools. So here a lot of templates you can choose. It's a website, mobile application, UI kits, and there is plugins also. I will let you know about plugins too. But for now we have to choose any template, any kind of design here. So for this I will write, let's say I will write food order app. Okay, so here are a lot of designs in the mobile app and the web app. food ordering applications. So I will choose any one of from them. For example, if I'm gonna choose this, so I will click on the open in Figma button, and it will directly open in our Figma canvas. See, like this. So we can design this Figma. Okay, so this is the design of someone else designer. So we are just using it for the practice purpose. So we will come to know how he designed this, how he added all this element, all the color in it. So let's get started. First of all, let me change the color of background, and it's not, because it's totally same as the mobile screen background, so it was not visible. Okay, so as you can see, here are some screens. It's a splash screen, it's a dashboard screen, then there is a single product screen and card screen. So these all are here, so you can just easily move from them. Just click on the any screen title and you can easily move them. So let's start it from the splash screen. Okay, so first of all, as you can see, there is a rectangle in the background. So for the rectangle, what we can do, there is a rectangle icon, so we can easily draw a rectangle. But as you can see, there is something right on the tops of the rectangle. So this is, if you saw anything on the top of the frame, on the top of the rectangle, so it will not be only rectangle, it will be a frame. So you also have to create a frame first. So for the frame, this is the frame button, frame icon, and also if you will press just F, so the frame will open. So you can draw any kind of frame, any size. But as now we don't know which size of this mobile screen is, so we can't draw it just randomly. Okay, so for this, when I will click on this frame, mobile screen frame, just go to the right side, and here as you can see the frame drop menu. So when you click here, you will see this is the iPhone 16 plus size. So the user choose this one size. So what we will do, I will remove this one. I will go to the frame. So this frame's sidebar automatically will open. When you click on the frame, so this will automatically open. So which frame please choose? This one. So I will choose the same here, as you can see. So for make sure that if it is totally same with the previous frame size, the Figma giving us some benefits, like if you just drag and drop here, so you can see the lines here. So the lines are totally equal with the previous frame, so it means it's totally same as the previous frame. Okay, so what's the next thing is, okay, so as you can see, there is this corner, the edges of this frame is totally round, so we should also round them. If you want to round them, you can. If you don't, it's not mandatory. But if you want to round the corners, what you have to do, here you can see in the right bar, here's a corner radius. You can say input field. So how much you will add here. For example, if I'm writing the 30, so the corner will the radius corner will round in the 30, but it's too less for now. Let me do this 60. It's too much. I think 50 will be okay. Yeah, like this. Okay, so the corner radius we are using for this purpose, for rounding the edges and rounding the corners. Okay, the next thing is the background color. So the user choose the gradient of purple and the blue in the background, right? So we also have to add this. So for this, just click on the your frame, and then on the right side there is a color option. So just click on the icon, color icon, and instead of choosing the color from here, what we will do, we will click on this eye icon. If you use the Photoshop Illustrator, so you must know about the eye icon, but if you don't, so you just click on the eye icon and click on the color you want to add, like this. And also you can press I. But as you can see, this was gradient, but our color is just solid color. So what we should do, here is a gradient option also, as you can see the pop-up here. So we click on the gradient, and this color we already choose, it's the same with this. And for this color I will click here. You can click also here, no matter. And then click on the eye icon, or you can just click I in Mac or Window. Just click I, you again will be on the eye icon, and click on this one. So as you can see, it's a totally same with this. You can also move the gradient anywhere where you want to do, but for now as we are copying this design, so it's totally same right now. Okay, so our background is ready, and the next thing is this background. Like as here you can see, there's it's a food plate, and also he added some background, like the white circle background. So what we can do, here as you can see the rectangle. So when we click on this icon, so you can see there are many other shapes like line, arrow, ellipse. So for now we have to choose the ellipse. And okay, so here is the important thing. So when I will draw a rectangle, so as you can see, it's not in the proper circle shape, it's oval, and like it's changing its shape. So it's not good thing, and we don't need this obviously. So for this, what I will do, click on the ellipse again and press and hold the shift and draw the circle like here. So now it's in the one proper shape, it's not moving anymore because I hold the shift also. Okay, so I will draw circle here. So as you can see, it's not in proper white color, because we all know white is F, total F, so it's not white color. You can also correct it from here on, and also use the eyedropper tool for choosing the white color again. Okay, so I think it's so far checking the size that the background circle is in correct side with this or not. For this, what you can do, just click here. So as you can see, it's 345 by 345, right? So Figma is showing the pixels to us also, like the image resolution, the shape resolution is showing also, it is showing also. So what we can do, click on our circle, and what was this, 345 by 345. So what I will do, just write, as you can see, it's layout, now dimensions are showing here. So width and height is showing here. So I will write 345 by 345 here. See, it's totally same like this. Okay, so we just draw the circle here. So the next thing is this food image. So for this, I'm not gonna copy paste the same image, because I just want to show you also the background shadow they used in the image. So for this, what I will do, I will download the image. Okay, so I will write down the Yandex. So I will choose the Yandex website for downloading the images. Also add the link of the website in the description, so you guys also can search and find out some images. It's a totally free website, and all the stock images are available here in the good quality. So I will prefer you guys to use this. Okay, so I will set the salad plate here, and as you know, we need something similar like this. I should use that one. So just right click on the image and copy image, and then go to the Figma file and paste the image here. Simple like this. And then adjust the size of the image. Okay, so here as you can see, all the sides are equal. Okay, so for measuring the equality of all the sides with the background circle, background shape, so what you should do, select this image and select the background shape. So for selecting both of them at a time, so just click on the shift and you will be able to select both of them, and then go to the alignment and adjust the alignment from here. So like this. So right now its alignment is perfectly fine. So next thing is I will add some shadow, background shadow in the image, so it will show some depth on the image background, and you will see the difference of image and the background circle. So for this, go to the effect, click on plus icon, and it will add some automatically shadow, but we need to adjust it obviously. So I will adjust it. For the exposition, if you will add the more shadow in the side, so you can see all the shadows going to the right side, and if you will add the more in the Y, so you will see all the shadows going to the downside. So we need to adjust it accordingly what and how much we need. Okay, and I will increase the blur spread. Okay, I think it's good. Yeah, it's now different in the shadow, in the picture and the background shape. Okay, so we are done with that, and the next thing is the typography. So for this, click on this T icon, or you just write like type the T, or you will just go here. So the typography will on. So what we need to write is why your food. Okay, so enjoy your food is here. Okay, so how we can adjust the size of this text? Go to the right side, and here, as you can see, the size of the font right now is 12, so we need to, okay, I think 36 will be okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay, you can just adjust it in one line, or if you prefer the two lines, so just go in this same way. Okay, so if you want to change the typography, so you can just do it from here. Any typography you would like, you can just choose it. Okay, so let's say we are choosing this one. Okay, for the same one which is already there, that was Poppin, I think, and change the font style from here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so the typography is done, and the next thing is the get started button. So how we will design this button in the screen. So what you have to do, as you can see, it's a rectangle, but with the corner edges the corner of these rectangles are rounded. So we will choose a rectangle, or you can just press the R and draw it here. What size you want for the rectangle you can choose. Okay, and I will change the color from the eyedropper tool. I will just click on the eye and we'll change the colors. We'll change the color. Simple. Okay, so it's so easy to think. Like you can just use the eyedropper tool and choose any color you want. And then I will change the corner radius from here. Like you can you also showed somewhere the buttons of like the total fully corner edges, fully rounded buttons, and somewhere just rectangle button. So whichever you want, so you can choose it here. So okay, so as our button is background of the button is already done, so the next thing is the text inside the button. So what I will do is I will choose the same font and press Alt, so it will duplicate. Just choose the text and press Alt, so it will duplicate, so you can use it somewhere else. So here I will write get started, but as you can see it's a white color, but we need obviously someone else color, so it will be visible in our button. So what I will do, will click on select I, and I will choose this color. Okay, so the new thing, So this right now this text is backward of the button. So what for making it in the front sides, what should we do? Just press Control Shift and the large package, so it will come in front. Okay, so you can also move it from here, from the layer section. You can also move it from here. And now I will change the size of the button, size of the text. Let's go to 26. Okay. Medium one also. Okay, so now if you want to check if it's aligned with the button or not, just select the text and press Shift, hold Shift, and select the button. So those all are selected together, and adjust your alignment from here. Okay, so as for not making any issue like in the while designing the other screen, so what you should do, just press Control G to group this all. So right now the button is grouped, so you can move it anywhere, so it will not change. Okay, so here as you can see our screen is totally same with the screen we chose. That's it for the first video. We will start our series from the other screens. As you can see, there are too many screens, like we will learn how to create this menu screen and the single product screen, the card screen, and we'll also design something from, if you when you will it at that place, you can design anything from your side without copying someone design. So we will design something creative and new also in this series, so please stay connected with me and watch and learn how to design Figma. You can like any kind of application, website, whatever you want to design. So happy designing and stay connected with me. Thank you guys.